The Unctad United Nations Conference on Trade and Development Train for Trade Port Management Program, PMP, plays a pivotal role in supporting port communities within developing nations to enhance the efficiency and competitiveness of port management services. Central to the program's objectives is the facilitation of increased trade flows and economic development. It accomplishes this by establishing networks that integrate public, private, and international stakeholders, fostering an environment conducive to the exchange of expertise and knowledge among port operators. A significant emphasis is placed on talent management and the development of human resources within port communities. Over the past 25 years, the PMP has positively impacted more than 7,000 port managers from diverse regions including Africa, Asia, Europe, Latin America, and the Caribbean, with programs available in English, French, and Spanish. In the year 2023, the training of trainers for the first 4 modules of the Modern Port Management course was conducted, with the e-learning segment taking place from December 12, 2022 to January 27, 2023. The subsequent face-to-face sessions were held from 8 to 15 February 2023 in Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, Spain. Graciously hosted by the Port Authority of Las Palmas, this session saw the participation of 29 representatives spanning 11 institutions from 9 countries within the English-speaking network of the PMP, including Cambodia, Cameroon, Ghana, Indonesia, Maldives, Nigeria, Philippines, Serbia, and the United Republic of Tanzania. The training was enriched by instructors from Irish and Northern Irish port partners, specifically from Belfast, Cork, and Dublin. The program, significantly funded by Irish aid and complemented by contributions from the beneficiaries, operates on a cost-sharing model, demonstrating the collaborative spirit that underpins the initiative. These are the details a part of the Unctad Train for Trade Port Management Program, specifically focusing on the first part, which is a mandatory e-learning session running from January 26 to April 5, 2024. This e-learning segment covers modules 5 to 8. Candidates must complete tests during this phase to qualify for the second part and final certification. A schedule is proposed, but participants can complete the activities earlier. February 26, March 1st, Module 5 on Methods and Tools of Modern Management includes reading the manual, watching videos, completing the test, and providing feedback through the Module Opinion Questionnaire, MOQ 5.4-8 MAR. Module 6 covers Commercial, Economic and Financial Management with similar activities as Module 5, including a specific Module Opinion Questionnaire, MOQ 6.11-15 MAR. Module 7 focuses on Administrative and Legal Management and again includes reading, watching, testing, and feedback. With the Module Opinion Questionnaire, MOQ 7.18-22 MAR, Module 8 is about Technical and Human Resources Development Management, following the established pattern of activities, including the MOQ 8.25 MAR. April 5th, the final stretch involves preparing individual presentations based on the learned modules. Participants are to select a specific topic, create a PowerPoint presentation explaining the situation/context in their own port, and upload it to the platform. Presentations should be 10 minutes long with a maximum of 10 slides. The information in the image provides a clear framework for participants to engage with the course content and assess their understanding while offering feedback on each module. Face-to-Face conference is scheduled at Cork, Ireland 17-24 April 2024. Notes, schedules are confirmed and therefore arrival on April 16, 2024 is recommended. Logistics for arriving in Cork and daily transportation to the training program. Getting to Cork City from the airport. For an economical transit from the airport to the heart of Cork City, consider the local bus service. Board either bus number 225 or 226. Bus 225 sets out on the hour, every hour, and bus 226 at 22 minutes past the hour. Your destination will be Kent Rail Station at Horgans Quay. The trip will take approximately 30 minutes and the fare for a single ride is €3. Should you prefer a direct route, a taxi ride to the city is approximately €20. You can find more details at the Cork Airport's official website, Cork Airport Transportation Guide. Daily shuttle to the NMCI WVE arranged a dedicated bus service to ferry us from Cork City to the National Maritime College of Ireland, NMCI. The meeting point is the Clayton Hotel, located at 10 Laps Quay, Centre, Cork, T12RD6E. Please refer to the provided map and image for clarity. The bus will leave the Clayton Hotel at 8:30 a.m. each morning. Depending on traffic conditions, expect a journey time of 30 to 45 minutes to reach NMCI. First day, Phase TO Phase Class Cork IRELAND on Wednesday, April 17, 2024, a port management event took place with a series of sessions focused on the domain of port operations and strategy. The day commenced with a registration and opening ceremony featuring key stakeholders such as the Port of Cork Company, PCC, Belfast Harbour Commissioners, BHC, Dublin Port Company, DPC, National Maritime College of Ireland, NMCI, and Unctad. This was followed by a comprehensive overview of the port management program, which included a roundtable with instructors and participants. After a short break, the attendees delved into Module 5, titled Methods and Tools of Port Management. This module was divided into two parts, Submodule 5A and Submodule 5B. The former, led by Captain Paul Oregon from PCC, explored the strategic planning process for management, detailing the fundamental basis and various phases involved in strategic planning. Participants from Ghana, Tanzania, and Namibia actively engaged in this session. Following lunch, Submodule 5B began, led by Joe Heine from BPC and Tomasz Kulaga from Unctad. This segment concentrated on the utilization of statistics and indicators within port management, including the types of statistics to be collected, as well as their collection, processing, and presentation. Participants from Ghana, Namibia, and the Maldives contributed to the discussions. The day concluded with a practical group exercise, moderated by Nicholas Burke from PCC and John Moore, which focused on berth occupancy rates. This hands-on session spanned the late afternoon and was designed to apply the theoretical knowledge discussed in the earlier modules. Unctad Class Cork Ireland 2 ND Day Class on Thursday, April 18, 2024, a series of engaging sessions were held as part of a conference. The day kicked off at 9:30 a.m. in the auditorium with session number 5, which was centered on digital port management. The session was divided into three parts, starting with an introduction, followed by a discussion on digital strategy, and culminating with insights into the digital port ecosystem. Miguel Lop from Valencia Port Authority spearheaded the session, with participants from Ghana, Pakistan, and the Solomon Islands contributing their diverse experiences. After a brief interlude at 11 a.m., the attendees reconvened for session number 6, continuing with the subject of digital port management. This time, the focus shifted to data security management and a detailed description of digital port solutions. Miguel Lop continued to lead the discourse, alongside participants hailing from Tanzania, the Maldives, and Namibia. A lunch break at 12:45 p.m. provided a well-deserved rest and networking opportunity for the participants. The afternoon commenced at 1:45 p.m. with Module 6 on Economic and Commercial Management, specifically addressing commercial management and marketing within the port sector. This session, labeled as number 7, entailed analyzing and planning port marketing, structuring a marketing organization, and implementing marketing strategies. The session was co-led by John Moore and John Logan, with key insights from a participant from the Philippines. Following another short break at 3:15 p.m., the day concluded with session number 8. A practical group exercise titled Market Study, the Boston Consulting Group. Held in the expandable room and running until 5 p.m., this interactive segment was moderated by Lily Flower from Unctad, fostering a collaborative environment where participants engaged in hands-on learning activities. On Friday, April 19, 2024, attendees gathered for a series of educational and interactive sessions at an event focused on port management. The day kicked off at 9:30 a.m. in the auditorium with session number 9, where the International Harbor Masters Association, IHMA, presented. Following this was Submodule 6B on Economic Management, which encompassed 3 distinct sections. The module was instructed by Joseph Adewunmi Adegbite from Nigeria, Iranda Kodalawala from the Solomon Islands, and Margaret Kwarku from Ghana. After a short break, session number 10 commenced at 11:15 a.m. with submodule 6C on financial management. This comprehensive session covered topics like port accounting, financial analysis, and management accounting, concluding with discussions on budget control, executive information systems, and the imperative of internal control. Donald Crowley, Deputy Chief Executive of PCC, led this session, with Iranda Kodalawala participating again. The middle of the day was marked by a presentation on indicators from Tomasz Kalaga of Unctad as part of the Port Management Series volume. 11. Lunch provided a well-deserved break from 12:45 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. Post-lunch activities began with session number 11 in the chart room, where groups 1 and 2 engaged in NMCI simulator sessions, while groups 3 and 4 delved into a group exercise, titled Appraisal of Port Investments, moderated by Captain Pakarodian. Following another brief intermission, the afternoon continued with session number 12, which was a continuation of the morning's simulator sessions and group exercises, again under the guidance of Captain Rodian, which brought the day to a close at 5 p.m.
April 21, 2024, marked a remarkable Saturday as the Unctad Port Management Training of Trainers 2024 unfolded under the auspices of the Port of Cork in Ireland. This unique gathering not only brought together over 40 participants from various countries but also seemed to import the finest weather, setting a vibrant backdrop for an educational exploration of Ireland's significant maritime sites. The day commenced with enthusiasm aboard a chartered cruiser ship, expertly prepared to accommodate the attendees, ranging from maritime practitioners to industry experts. The Assistant Harbour Master, Damien Allen, delivered an insightful exposition on the Port of Cork's strategic operations and extensive facilities. His detailed explanations provided the participants with a thorough understanding of the port's pivotal role in regional trade and logistics. Amidst the journey, a seasoned mariner and boatwoman named Trish captured the audience with her enthralling narratives, weaving tales of lore and romance that span the spectrum from haunting ghost stories to heartwarming love tales. These stories not only entertained but also enriched the participants' connection to the sea as they neared their first significant stop, Cobb Island. COBH, renowned for its picturesque vistas and historic significance, was once the final anchorage of the RMS Titanic. This poignant historical footnote marks Cobb as a gateway of tears and hopes where millions of Irish immigrants last touched their homeland before venturing towards new horizons in America and beyond. Today, COBH's legacy is preserved in its well-curated museums and the preserved architectural elegance that narrates a rich tale of emigration and survival. Following Cobb, the journey continued to Spike Island, infamously known as Ireland's Alcatraz. This island has served various roles, from a monastic retreat in the 7th century, a military stronghold, to the largest convict depot in the world during Victorian times. Spike Island's transformation into a prison made it a reluctant witness to the desperation of the Great Famine and a repository for convicts bound for penal colonies abroad. The fort, now a bastion of historical heritage, offered the participants a poignant look back at its layered past through a prisoner lunch that mimicked the sparse meals once served to its inmates. The island today invites tourists to traverse its ramparts and dungeons, providing a visceral insight into the harsh realities of its previous inhabitants. As the afternoon waned, the group returned to Cobb Island at 4 p.m., welcomed by an enthusiastic crowd that seemed to have sprung from the town's storied past, eager to mingle and share in the festivities. This vibrant assembly underscored the community's warm hospitality and deep-seated connections to the rich tapestry of Irish maritime history. However, the day's adventure was curtailed as a prearranged bus, courtesy of Unctad and the Port of Cork, collected the participants to return them to the urban charms of Cork City, leaving behind the serene landscapes and historical echoes of the islands. The successful execution of this educational tour was made possible through the meticulous planning and coordination by Marcus Off, Johanna, Lily, Jan, and attorney Amelie, whose efforts crafted an unforgettable exploration of Ireland's maritime heritage. Their dedication ensured a seamless blend of learning, discovery, and cultural engagement, promising to leave a lasting impact on all attendees. This event not only highlighted the historical and operational significance of the Port of Cork and its surrounding islands, but also fostered a deeper appreciation for Ireland's maritime legacy. As we await the full narrative of this day, we reflect on the rich experiences shared and knowledge gained, which will undoubtedly enrich the professional journeys of all who attended. The successful execution of this educational tour was made possible through the meticulous planning and coordination by our host Port of Cork, whose efforts crafted an unforgettable exploration of Ireland's maritime heritage and hosting we cannot forget. Stay tuned for the full account of this enriching experience until my YouTube channel Rodi Enpakath.
On Monday, April 22, 2024, Module 7, dedicated to administrative and legal management, took place from 9:30 a.m. to 11:00 a.m. in the auditorium, marking session number 13 of the event. This module detailed the intricacies of port law, exploring topics from the sources and legal status of Port Authority to the port activities governed by European law. Insight was provided on the regulatory functions of the Port Authority. Amelie Kanoyer from Unctad and Kieran McCarthy were the lead instructors. Participants included Mwajuma Isa Mkonga from Tanzania, Fernando Jr. Mapalo from the Philippines, and George Rawiri from the Solomon Islands. A short recess ensued, after which session number 14 commenced with a continued focus on the administration under the guidance of Kieran McCarthy. Discussions delved into port land management, the roles and responsibilities of port police, and the frameworks for risk prevention and insurance. The session also covered the liability regime of ports and concluded with a review of the administrative functions of the Port Authority. Participants in this session brought international perspectives, with representation from Serbia, Nigeria, and the Philippines. The afternoon began with Module 8 on technical management and HR development, detailed in session number 15. This module provided a comprehensive overview of human resources in port management, starting with an introduction and moving into the policies, management, and analysis of HR needs. Sinead Healy and Peter O'Shaughnessy from PCC facilitated the session, with participants from Ghana and the Philippines adding to the discussion. Post-break, the day transitioned into session number 16 with Group Exercise 5, M8A, focusing on gantry crane analysis. Moderated by Tomasz Kalaga of Unctad, this session encouraged active participation and provided practical insights into the operational aspect of port management, capping off a day rich in knowledge exchange and skill development. On Tuesday, April 23, 2024, a comprehensive schedule unfolded, focusing on the technical and strategic aspects of port management. The day began with session number 17 in the auditorium, delving into technical management under submodule 8A. Experts Ken Rooney and John Fairley spearheaded the session, covering topics like infrastructure and equipment management, devising equipment plans, purchasing construction works, and maintaining equipment. Participants, including Kingsley Amamu from Ghana and Dr. Lutfi Ayano from Tanzania, engaged in in-depth discussions. After a brief interlude, the group gathered for the Port Endeavor game during session number 18 in the chart room. This interactive segment featured an introduction to the game rules, collaborative gameplay, and the announcement of results, concluding with a debrief and connecting the activity to the IAPH World Port Sustainability Program and UN Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Antonis Michael and Markusov moderated the engaging and educational session. The interactive sessions and the game aligned with the IAPH's mission of fostering sustainability in port operations, community engagement, and tackling climate and energy challenges. The IAPH also plans to expand the World Port Sustainability Program to include more diverse projects, enhance environmental, social, and governance (ESG) performance, and report on the developments at IAPH World Ports conferences. Post-lunch, session number 19 carried the momentum forward with discussions on integrating the UN SDGs into port strategies. Antonis Michael and Markusov continue to moderate, highlighting best practices and the overarching theme of sustainability in port operations. The day's formal sessions concluded with feedback in session number 20, where participants filled out a final questionnaire online and contributed to the Golden Book Workshop Assessment, reflecting on the workshop's effectiveness and outcomes. On April 23, 2024, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, Unctad, Port Management class concluded its training of trainers for the year with a distinguished dinner and award ceremony. This grand event was hosted by the Port of Cork, Ireland, at the prestigious Imperial Hotel in Cork. The ceremony was honored by the presence of major sponsors including Irish Aid, the CEO of Dublin Port Company, and senior officers from the Port of Cork. The evening commenced with a delightful dinner where participants from various countries showcased their national attire. Adding a vibrant cultural dimension to the occasion, the dinner itself was a satisfying and sumptuous feast, setting an elevated tone for the festivities. A speech by a representative from Irish Aid inaugurated the formal proceedings, infusing the night with grace and glamour. This was followed by commendations from our gracious hosts at the Port of Cork. The CEO of Dublin Port Company further enriched the evening with his inspiring words. Feedback solicited from the participants was overwhelmingly positive, reflecting a deep sense of gratitude that permeated the event. Certificates of achievement were presented to each attendee, a testament to their dedication and to the extensive hospitality provided by the Port of Cork and the warm spirits of the Irish people. The evening was further characterized by a strong sense of camaraderie and friendship among the attendees, who expressed profound appreciation for the Unctad program. Such connections underscore the success of the event in fostering international cooperation and goodwill. Special thanks are extended to the Unctad team, including Marcus Sock, Johanna, Tomasz, Amelie, Lily, Jan, and John Moore. Captain Rodion Paka, whose efforts were instrumental in the success of this training session.